one's easy for me, folks. Both these boys are right next to each other on the sheet. We got McKay, right, reminder, he is a blue belt out of Flow BJJ in Indiana, going against Chase, a blue belt out of Queen City Grappling in Middletown, Ohio. Both out-of-state boys here. Chase is our 17-year-old on the right in the LBX kit. McKay on the left in our ranked blue belt rash guard. Folks, let us know in the chat, what do you think about ranked rash guards? I think they're gay. I think rank is fake. Let us know what you think. We got both opponents honestly kind of wanted to sit, but our 17-year-old beat us to it, and he inverts to try and get to that leg entanglement position. If I remember right, he was a big fan of riding the back of the thighs in those paws, in those bolos, in those crab ride situations, off those inversions. We'll see if he can make that work for him. Now he's going for a little bit more classic double inside leg entry, and he looks like he manages to parlay that into top position. All right. And he's doing a good job of kind of chilling here in headquarters, stapling the leg. He's going for that tripod passing, which I know Joseph Chen was popularizing that out of the B team a couple of months ago. I haven't seen it pop up on the scene a whole ton, but it's definitely making its way into the scene. I think the problem is you have so little control of the lower body. It's very much, I'm going to pin your upper body, and it's going to be, does that pin give me enough hip mobility to do all my big step overs and stuff? But we have our 17-year-old Chase on top here in the LBX kit, bailing on it, going for a little bit more traditional passing. He's kind of shelving that leg that is in the half guard, and he's making that his control. He's keeping that leg. He's saying, I'm going to try and get to your upper body for a front headlock attack. Who would have thunk it? We'll see if he can get it. We got McKay doing a good job of maintaining those frames so that our 17-year-old on top here can't quite get to the upper body. I keep calling him the 17-year-old. I'm having to look back at my sheet. It's Chase. Chase Johnson, who's impressed me so far here today. He's a man after my own heart. I had a 17-year-old competing. He's 18 now. Beating up all the black belts last year. So I love to see a young teenager just freaking beating up guys out of their age class, out of their rank. Looks like Chase is having a little bit of trouble passing that knee shield, though. Oh, so and he says, screw passing, I'm going to sit back on a leg. It looks like he was going to go for like kind of that double, both legs in, kind of double legs over leg entanglement, but it didn't work out for him. He couldn't get his legs over, and McKay did a really good job of getting on the ankles with his hands and then trying to kind of run those butterfly hooks in that old school, I want to say it's not Kiss of the Dragon, but that it might be that back attack where you kind of make them plug. Ooh, he catches a toe hold, does McKay. Loses the toe hold, but he is above the knee. If he can get that foot to one side or the other without letting that knee line clear, he could have gotten a heel hook attack, but he wasn't able to keep that knee line. McKay comes on top. McKay's doing a really good job of splitting this half guard now. I think he felt that knee shield, and he's like, I don't like that. It's a pain to pass. I don't want to let you get it. McKay does manage to catch that knee shield here, though. Ooh, uses it to, now he's trying to go backside. He's trying to go crab ride, trying to attack the back, and he's doing a good job. He gets chest to back. Very nice reversal of momentum here for McKay. Let's see if he can get his hips up, and he can't. So that's a big thing in those scrambles. Head height and hip height are paramount. You win those by controlling your partner's head and hips, so they're slower on the gun to get head height. But it looks like McKay got a little greedy there and fell off the front. We're back to this knee shield. It really is Chase's problem here is he keeps having to address that topside leg. That topside leg of McKay is just really, really sticky. And you saw him coming into this position a second ago. He was on the foot. He was like, I really don't want this to fucking touch me, but it's touching. You got McKay's coach calling for an elevation. It looks like he wants to get back on that kind of path of attack the leg / get behind the thighs for those bolos, those crab rides, which is smart because it looked like he did have a good bite on that. If he could get a little bit more composure on another back attack like that, not get too high, and there he goes for it again. But it looks like Chase is wild too. That's the problem, is you can have a really good game if someone gets wise to it. They'll be able to defend it. Now he needs to get that leg off to one side, like right away, because while they're rolling around, Chase is able to clear that knee line. He gets it off to one side, and he does a really good job of collecting that second leg with his feet and then his hands right away. That's what you need to do in these situations where both legs are available, these inside leg lock positions. Going for the Texas Cloverleaf, right? Because catching that far side leg provides you opportunity to not only submit with it, but it means the other leg can't help free yourself. But here we go, another counter leg lock, just like the last match. Chase slipped his foot out, and now he's in a position to possibly attack. Hard to tell what's going on from our angle here, but it looks like Chase is a little bit on the better end of it, and he is. He's about to get some heel exposure. He doesn't have any hip bite, though, and he's about to lose the knee line. So these threats aren't really going to be huge. It's again, another match where it's tough to be the ref here. Which submissions do you guys think should have been counted as close? And remember, it's not like Naga where you get a point every time you like wrap up the head and they're calling it a guillotine. It's like the guy had to take defensive action, right? And that's a tough line in these leg lock situations because it's also a position. So it's escaping the leg lock position to defensive action. Ooh, we get another crab ride here. Awesome to see McKay kind of pulling some tricks out of Chase's own book, and he didn't get the back take, but he used it to get top position. It seems like McKay, all right, here's an eco term for you guys. He's got a little bit of an attractor well for being on bottom, which I would have liked to see McKay sticking out on top there for a minute, because right now, if it goes to decision, I haven't been keeping close track of the subs. Chase has definitely been on top more often. So if it goes to dominant position, Chase has got the match won. So McKay's really, in this rule set, missing out on an opportunity for an advantage here. But he uses this arm saddle to get in a really deep arm bar. Ooh, we got some J-Rod-esque, R.I.P. Goonrod, J-Rod-esque escape from Chase. Back into this knee shield position. Does a really good job of getting those double inside position. We'll see if he can use this kind of almost X guard. Now it really is a true X guard to step over for the legs exactly. Catch that heel. It looks like he has the heel. The grip doesn't look super strong, but he definitely has the heel. He has the hips. He has the leg twisting. Ooh, the heel pops out. I probably would have tapped to that, but we got a young, hungry guy here. He doesn't want to lose out on that opportunity for $1,500, and they run out of time. I think that last attack by McKay was the closest we got, but we'll see how the ref was scoring those other attacks. And that's how he sees it as well. I believe that heel hook attempt really probably made it for McKay.